Among the hundreds of people who dropped pills into burn bins at the Sacramento Police Department this last weekend was Kenneth Lowry. He unloaded more than 20 bottles of medications he'd been holding on to for at least a year.
I tried to do this last year, and no one was able to take it, so I went to Kaiser, and they failed up early. So I say, this year, I will come out early and deliver it so that I can go home and don't have to worry about these pills next year.
Lowry clearly wasn't alone. The demand to turn in unwanted, unused drugs is high. Pictures taken by the Federal Drug Enforcement Agency showed just how many drugs were collected in the Sacramento area in the one-day event. More than 14,000 pounds taken out of medicine cabinets to be incinerated. The reason these take-back programs only happen once or twice a year is because of the cost of disposing of medications, especially highly addictive pain pills. They're treated like jewels under lock and key.
They're controlled medicines, so the DEA does not want them just floating around. You're supposed to sign special paperwork when you get these medications. They're very addictive.
Heidi Sanborn with the California Product Stewardship Council says they're trying to make it easier for Californians to properly get rid of unwanted drugs. In many other countries, the pharmaceutical companies take care of that, but not here in the U.S.
The drug companies have been much more willing in other countries to step up and actually pay for these programs. Most of Europe, much of Canada, and now Mexico as of 2015 all have drug company funded collection take-back programs, and they're all, as far as I know of, done in pharmacies.
KCRA3 Investigates has found in Sacramento there are only a dozen locations where you can drop off drugs year-round. Other California counties have tried to force pharmaceutical companies to pay for drug take-back programs, but they have been met with opposition from the drug industry.
It would be much more helpful, we think, if they would just help us fund the medication bins and the disposal and the promotion of those bins. 8 counties in California have passed local ordinances that actually mandate that the drug companies do this. And so far, they're getting their medicine bins out, they're having one-day collection events, and having great success.
Walgreens has started its own program, making it the largest pharmacy chain in the country to fund its own year-round drug take-back bins. Pharma, the Pharmaceutical Association, told KCRA in an email Pharma supports a multi-state public education tool that educates people about the proper FDA-approved methods of in-home medication disposal to prevent drug abuse, diversion, and environmental risks. However, the Product Stewardship Council points out Pharma's website suggests throwing pills in the trash, which the DEA says you should never do. The industry has also fought laws mandating drug makers pay for drug take-back programs, like one in Alameda County.
It was challenged by Pharma and a few of the companies' associations all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. And in the court case, the court found that there was no cost burden to industry. It was less than a penny for every $10 sold as a cost to them to run the program.
Sanborn says while some counties are taking action, one part of combating opiate addiction would be a statewide law forcing companies that make the drugs pay to take the drugs back. In Sacramento, Kevin Oliver, KCRA 3 News.